So I've spoken about known, liked and trusted, and that is the absolute fundamental of professional services marketing. And I wanted to distinguish it between what you do and what it's for. So this is a good time to talk about tools versus strategies versus principles. I've spoken about the principles, but what a lot of people have a tendency to get caught up with is the tools. Should I be using Twitter? Should I be using Facebook? Should I be on Instagram? Should I be on YouTube? Should I be writing articles? What kind of articles should I be writing? Should I be sharing pictures somewhere? What kind of pictures should I be sharing? What is the best tool to create the nicest image? What camera should I get? What pencil should I use? What computer do I need? These are tools. These are the questions we love asking because they distract us from the fundamental principle of known, liked and trusted. The pencil you use will not make you a better writer. The camera you use will not make you a better photographer. What will make you a better photographer is practice. And the same goes with relationship development. So if we come at it from the principled perspective that relationship development is the fundamental aspect of marketing and business development for lawyers and legal professionals, and then we look at it from a strategic perspective, how are we going to go about becoming known, liked and trusted with the people who are right for our particular form of business? And for lawyers, that's probably going to be your practice area. That can be particularly difficult in some practice areas. That can be hard in litigation, in particular, because nobody really wants to get to know you as a litigator until they need you. That's okay. That is not insurmountable, and it is certainly not something that's even very difficult these days. We're going to come back to strategies and tools, but my question for you is, if that's the principle, what's the strategy? What are you going to do? What kind of impact do you want to have on people? How do you want to be perceived? What is the overall picture? Do you just want to go scattergun and become as widely known as humanly possible? How is that going to help you? There are some people who are very widely known, but that doesn't mean anyone will send them any business. I can tell you right now that sharing quotes on Instagram gets you a whole bunch of likes, but probably won't get you a single client. So that might be a good strategy for getting lots of likes, but if you're looking at developing a relationship where people might spend significant amounts of money with you, that might not be what you need to be doing, at least not the entirety of what you need to be doing. So from strategy, which is sort of this upper level, what is my overall umbrella approach going to be? How do I, as a lawyer, want to be perceived in the marketplace? Am I going to be perceived as a knowledgeable expert? Am I going to be perceived as friendly and approachable? Am I going to be perceived some other way? How is it that you want to be perceived? And what is the rough umbrella strategy behind that? From that, you come to the tools. What tools are you going to use? Social media, blogging, podcasts, videos. What are the tools you're going to use? Cameras, microphones, lights, pens, pencils, networking events. These things are the tools. They are the tools that help you connect with other people so that you can get permission to get to know those people better, to build the trust, to become more known, to become more liked, so that ultimately they will take the kind of action when the time is right that you want them to take. You can't really game people for very long. You can't put on a pretense. And so you cannot use tools to create a perception of you that isn't aligned with reality. It's not going to work. In a world of reviews and internet and social media, word will get out that your reality is a mismatch with your perception, and that's not going to go well for you. An authentic approach to using tools to build your strategy that is underlined by the principles that we've already spoken about, that is the best way to go about doing it. Now, with that in mind, here is what I would like you to do, because I can appreciate that some of that language isn't going to be helpful, and we're going to drill into that in later lessons. So for now, have a go. Write a sentence or two in each section. What are the principles? I've already given you them. What are the principles of relationship development for you? What is the strategy that you're going to use? The big picture strategy. What is it you need to focus on the most, do you think? And then what are the tools that you're thinking of using? I'm going to give you some more specific advice very shortly, but for now, take a go. Start thrashing out some kind of rational thought process about your relationship development philosophy and your relationship development approach and your relationship development tools. And you can refine it as we go.